Alright, so this is the Metroid Fusion 100% tutorial. I've been debating whether or not what I'm going to go over this in this tutorial. There are two tutorials for any percent that really go over really good mechanics of the game and certain strats for any percent. There's one done by JRP2234 Gaming and Kirby Master. In this one, I'm just going to go over basic movement, where items are, how to get them, and different strats to get them, as well as boss fight strategies. So let's get started. To get a 0-0 file for Metroid Fusion, I'm just going to start over real quick because I'm using the Japanese copy. As you can see, if you're using the English copy, this doesn't work. You'll have to delete the file and then make a new one and watch the intro cutscene. However, if you have played through the game already and you have a 0-0 file with a little Metroid next to it, the completed file, you can go and you can start over, pick normal, and once the cutscene starts, you can just press start to skip it on the Japanese copy, and it takes you right into the Adam text. So throughout the run, there's about 32 minutes of text in the Japanese version of just talking to Adam throughout the game. Alright, so basic movement for Metroid Fusion. You want to be running as much as you possibly can be. So you want Samus to move along the ground as much as possible. You can jump, but your horizontal speed is cut in half, and it's much slower. So you want to jump as little as possible and only when necessary. You have the angle up and down, which is really helpful. For the climb, to get up this room, there are several different ways to do it. The fastest way would be to do this. And as you can see there, every time I go to land on a platform, I shoot as I'm about to land. This allows Samus to stand up 1 frame faster, or not 1 frame, but many frames faster, so that way you can keep running along the ground. It's a little trick that can save you more time than you actually think. There's other methods. I haven't done this method in a while, but oh, well, I can still do it. So you can do that as well. That one's a lot tighter, I think, than the one that I did, which is to wall jump off of this, stand there, wall jump here, 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 here. Now, these platforms are a little tricky, and the way the wall jumps work is, I think it's the bottom right, or the bottom of the sprite that Samus is along. If you're touching a wall, then you can wall jump off of it. But if you fail the jump, the climb, you can just easily go and climb this way. It's still just as fast. So a little, I guess, aside from how the timer works, the timer is only running when Samus is on screen and controllable. So there are no, what do you call it? So during door transitions and Adam text, and cutscenes, the timer is not running. So also, this is the fastest way to do this room. So you want to come in, you want to jump onto that. You don't have to cancel. Jump and then shoot down twice, and you can run out. It's really, really good, and a really quick strat. If not, you're going to be fighting the Hornode for a while. You can do this. You can either do ledge grabs, or when you grab up here, you can wall jump off of that. It's equally as fast. But for the timer, timing works whenever Samus is on screen. That includes expansion pickups, so during all 100 expansions that you're going to be grabbing, the timer is going to be running through all of it, which allows you to do a lot of cool tricks later on during cleanup that involve power bombs and clearing away blocks while you're picking up items, since they go off during the item pickups. For this room, there's a couple different strats to get through it. You can do that. You can go up here and come this way, but the faster way is to run along here and just do a quick wall jump off of this platform here. Because you want to be running as much as possible, doing one jump and a wall jump is much faster than jumping twice. You can also, for this one, you can come up here and jump like this, or adversely, you can come and do a wall jump and then do a ledge grab and run through. Nah. Honestly, like, getting through rooms, it's all about comfort. and what you feel comfortable doing. So the more comfortable you get with the game, it your strategies could change for how you get through certain rooms. I'm not going to cover all the room strategies because, like I said, I'm doing this solely for 100%, and a lot of the room strategies don't really change for 100%, like they do in any percent. So any percent, the two tutorials that I mentioned, they go over a lot of like beginner movement stuff like that, and JRPs is, from what I hear, it's mostly okay. Just do this, and you instead of doing this, do this and stuff like that. But it's more of an advanced tutorial than anything else. All right, so here's bombs, or not bombs, missiles. I can't read Japanese. I'm sorry. Um, with missiles, they're not going to be used as much as you might think, casually, because once we get the charge beam, it's pretty broken. Even with as overpowered as Samus becomes throughout 100%, the charge beam is still really broken and still really useful on a lot of stuff. Alright, so these are going to be the first two items you grab. I'm going to spin jump, ledge grab there. Now, the first item is going to be up here on the right. This is a free item to get, pretty much. So, you can't miss it. You grab that. And then you're going to go off to the left here. You're going to run, you're going to shoot, and then jump and grab it. Adversely, what you could do is this. You can run and then jump and do a spin cancel and shoot the block, since, as you can see, like, doing that, it still shoots right there, and then jump up and grab it. It's still pretty quickly. It's still pretty quick to get. I'm actually going to save here real quick. Save. I'm going to show you how to do double missiles. So these eye doors are completely random. Alright, can I load from this? I probably can't. I cannot. Okay. Oh, shit. That's a problem. Hold on. Totally not using a cheating device to do this tutorial. Epic. Okay. Fuck. You serious? Well, hold on. A second. I have a backup cart. This will work. All tutorials have their pitfalls, clearly. Mine is that I'm not using emulator. But save states. Alright. Alright. We'll just get back to this real quick. It'll be a good chance to show what it looks like cleanly. "100% professional, not at all. Just to screw up in any way." Ah. When I say cleanly, I didn't mean this. Actually, is that my 420 file? I don't think it was. If so, that's a shame. One of my carts has a 420 file on it. That came with it, which is amazing. Thankfully, we weren't too far in when that happened. So it'll take me like 2.5 minutes, or maybe 3 minutes to get back there, so hang tight. At the most, you'll only be in some rooms for about like 5 to 10 seconds with how quickly you can get through these rooms. It's pretty ridiculous. Hey, what's up, PCal and Phazon? How you doing, guys? PCal, you're not wrong. I should have done this tutorial before the 100% tournament began, so people could learn, because I thought there had already been a tutorial that was made. Apparently I was wrong and mistaken, and I just didn't have the time until now. But hopefully this tutorial helps out some people to learn 100%, because it actually is a really decent category that is a lot of fun. And it pretty much guarantees runs finish for the most part, because you'll be way too overpowered to really be killed unless you really mess something up. Not to mention the fact that, like, this has, like, some of the most technical, like, tricks and stuff in the game, which is really, really cool. Alright, we're pretty much back to where we were. I'm really, really hoping that what happened last time doesn't happen again when I have to use a quick save. Because there are certain things that I want to, like, show, like, different boss strategies. Or boss strats that might not be... Actually, you know what? It's going to go on, like, YouTube or Twitch. You guys can just rewind. It'll probably be simpler to do it that way. Just to see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so double missiling, I'll just do it to explain it here. Double missiling is when you try to fire 2 missiles on the same frame. Get out of here. Here, I'll go up into the save room up here, because the camera won't be moving. So basically the idea is you want to have 2 missiles that hit on the same frame. So you want to do a small hop, fire, and then... kind of like that, where you want to jump, shoot, and then spin jump and shoot again. What the heck is going on? It's not... My inputs are, like, way off. Here, do it in here. Kind of like that, where I shot it at the ground, but you get the idea. You want to jump, fire a missile, and then spin jump, and then fire another missile. It'll be able to hit onto the same... If you wanted to get it to hit on the same frame, because you can do double damage to the eye door. For whatever reason, I'm just not getting it. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? Open, please. Nope. Anyway. Grab that red X. You want to wall jump here, along these walls, and you can jump down and then wall jump here. This is your first E-Tank. Now, there's a second hidden E-Tank. You want to shoot a missile right here, shoot a regular shot, and then jump up here to get this E-Tank. Now, the joke for 100% is that this is the hardest boss because you have fewer missiles than you normally would for Arachnus. So it takes 15 missiles to kill him. And he can roll, and like he just did, which is not great. Whoops. Alright, so a lot just happened there. So for Arachnus, it takes 15 missiles to kill him, and you want to shoot them as fast as possible. You don't want him to roll at all. If he rolls, it loses time, and you can possibly tank 2 missiles, since you can only have 2 missiles on screen at a time. And for that double missile, you can shoot 2 missiles as a Core X spawns to get 2 missiles inside its hitbox as it becomes an actual hitbox, and do double damage. Adversely, you can attempt to do it like I tried to and failed, to bring it around the room and then lure it into 2 different missiles that you fire. Though that's rather... sometimes it's rather difficult, especially as you get more powerful missiles and the cooldown increases. So from here, it's going to be standard any percent for a while, until Sector 1, and then even in Sector 1... Actually, that's not true. You're going to grab... There's one item you grab before Sector 1. That's here on the main deck. This is the only real detour to grab something before you go, and like this missile pack can be grabbed either on the way back when you come to save the animals, or you can grab it now for extra safety for Sector 1, like a 5 missile safety net. So just jump up here, and then on this platform jump, and then morph, and then roll through here and grab this missile. Now you can either jump and do this, and do a quick, like, 2 ledge grabs, or after coming out you can just do 2 quick jumps up there. It's about the same timing. It's mainly for preference on what you feel more comfortable with. So yeah, I think for the rest of the tutorial, I'll just go over the different strats for 100% and how some rooms are changed in 100%. I could easily go over every single room, but that would make this tutorial way longer than it needs to be. We have any percent tutorials for that. So, Sector 1, it'll be standard any percent, and your only difference is you're going to grab 1 extra item, and only 1 extra item on your first pass through. The rest of the items will be grabbed during cleanup because it's faster when you have all the other upgrades, including space jump, screw attack, speed booster, practically, and gravity suit, since there are water sections that there's 1 water room, or water in one of the rooms that can slow you down, and it's way faster to get when you have gravity suit. I will show a demonstration of the quick core node if I can get it, because it's really tight timing. Shoot 3 quick missiles there, go through the door. Now you can do ledge grabs and you can jump right up, or you can do whatever you feel comfortable with. It takes 3 missiles. Grab that, or to kill each stabilizer. So this is the Hornode room. So the Hornode room, there's going to be 4 Hornodes along the ground. The main idea that you want to do is you want to fire 1 diagonally down, 2 straight across, and then 1 diagonally up to kill all 4 quickly. Like this. Messed it up just a tad. We'll go back and try one more time. It should spawn them back in. I missed the 1. Anyway, you get the idea. You can do that, then shoot the block and grab that E-tank that's underneath. And that's the only expansion that you're going to grab for that, for this pass-through for Sector 1. I'm just going to grab some X here to replenish health and missiles. Yeah, you want to shoot the first diagonal like as soon as you enter the room. There's pirates. There can be up to 3 on there. You can either shoot that guy with a missile, or you can just shoot him with your beam. This room, you can either do a ladder like that, or you can drop down, grab this ledge, and wall jump off. Either way is just as fast. I think the wall jump method is actually just a slight bit faster. Hi, Ross. Alright, so this one, standard any percent. I like to shoot a missile like before it gets on screen, because if not, then you can waste an opportunity to shoot a missile, and you have to wait to shoot them. And it becomes rather slow. So shoot, jump, shoot, jump, and just kind of get through the room as you see fit here. You know what? Since this is a tutorial, I don't mind using cheat strats. Let me see here. Okay, well, I don't have a debug menu for some reason. Interesting. I'm just not going to go for the double missiles here. To set up the double missiles, you would have to stand back here. Like, I went for it, but it wasn't... Usually, if you only have 3, you don't go for it. I have one more shot at it here because I have 4 missiles now. Yeah, I missed it. The first 2 doors, they can give you either 0 or 12 beams, or up to 12 beams, and it's not great. So for this, it's the same standard fight. You want to shoot a missile as soon as you hit this block here, and then you can come up here and stand on this platform and fire missiles down. You want to fire 2 missiles to try to stack them on top. And try to get doubles, but I didn't. So that's really like this. Like the first early on fights, they're pretty much the same as in any percent. Some of the fights are. There's only a few fights that are really affected by having a lot more energy and stuff like that. So standard, any percent fair. Get through however you see fit, including doing that quick thing where you can damage boost inside the stabilizer, and then shooting it directly, which will kill it instantly. You don't want to do that and get hit. You can jump into it and sorry, you can jump into it and not get hit and hit it with the full charge shot, and destroy it immediately. But if you get hit, you kind of only hit half of it. So for the charge beam, it's 2 bits, like 2 parts of the beam. There's a top part and a bottom part, and there is also a flare when you shoot your arm cannon. I'll show it right here. You can see it if you look near Samus's leg. Her back leg, the one that's in front right now, that is her front leg that's forward near the arm cannon. You can see it if you look at like the knee. You can see the little flare that fires around. That also does damage. It does about 6. So if you hit all 3 parts of the beam and the flare, you can get 26 damage in with a regular standard charge beam. Sector 2 is the first instance of where we're actually going to be picking up quite a few items. The item pickups in Sector 2 are really important that you don't miss any of them. For the main reason that if you miss any of them on the way to Zazabi, the second boss, or the third boss, it is a huge waste of time to go back and get them. Because once you get bombs, the door that leads to bombs is destroyed, so you have to go all the way back around, like down and through the path that you came in from, to get to Zazabi after bombs. And it is a long path that it takes way too much time, especially during cleanup. So I'll show you where those items are and the quick ways to get them, as well as some alternative strats for some of them. Alright, standard fare. Go and open the blue doors. There's nothing fancy here. No items that we get along the way. Shoot that. Sure, the one block. Shoot that. Wall jump. 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 And that. Keep on moving. Alright, so the first item that we're actually going to be getting is directly after bombs, and it's one of the easier ones to miss because you don't really think about it too much sometimes, and it's the worst one to have to go back and get because it loses so much time. So, we'll get bombs and I'll show you which one I'm talking about. Whoops. That's why you always want you have your charge beam charged, just in case stuff like that happens. Alright. Now, you might not be able to read it, but that said we have bombs, and you use them by pressing B. While morphed. So, this will be the first item that we get in Sector 2. You want to jump across, morph in midair, lay a bomb. You actually want to stand up while that bomb goes off, because if not, you'll get launched up in the air. And now that Zoro as well is random where he's gonna be. Same with this one. So you want to fire 2 missiles and then try to hit the Zoro as well. And for this item, you want to jump up here. And now you can either do this, which is the quick way to do it, where you spin jump up here and then shoot twice after wall jumping off and you get that item. Or you can come and you can lay a bomb right here and you can extend this thing up and then jump and shoot that and then come in here. Then you want to jump over this, go right here where that line is, and lay a bomb there. And now you can either wait until it goes all the way up and jump and land on it perfectly, or you can just wait until it gets to, like, halfway and then jump and do a ledge grab. There's no, like, definitive faster way, I don't think. I think it's about the same. Continue on, kill these Zoros as you go through. Alright, for this next room, there's going to be a item that you have to... There's a small trick for this next one. I'll show you how to do it. There's a couple of different ways you can go about it. Just for the sake of whateverness. I'll grab that red X. Okay, now that he's dead. Okay, so what you're going to want to do here is you want to lay a bomb there, jump up, lay a bomb there, come down, shoot that block, and then grab this item. And you want to do it quickly enough to where you can grab this ledge, get back up, and then morph, and then go through this block. So you can go do this. Hold on. The heck. That, then grab it, and then back up, and then back through. But it's going to be a little bit tight timing, a little bit more tight timing, because as I said before at the beginning, when you grab items, the clock still runs, and that also includes respawning blocks. And since the respawning blocks are on a timer, the timer for those is still going as you pick up the item, so the timing is a little tight. Adversely, what you can do is you can lay a bomb here, and as it goes off, you can shoot the ground here, and then lay the bomb here, and then go pick it up, and then come back and come through, if you want that extra little bit of time and assurance. If not, it's all up to preference. But that is something that's going to take some timing, and that is even the fastest runners sometimes have difficult time getting that consistent. Alright, so to this, just want to come this way towards Zazabi. Make sure you get this ouch missile. Then you want to fire this diagonally down to destroy that block, and then grab this E-Tank, and on your way back down, shoot the other block, and have your charge beam ready so you can shoot the Idor and destroy it quickly. You don't have to grab that red X if you have enough missiles. This Zazabi fight is going to be standard, just like in any percent. There's nothing different about it. It still gives you 3 to 12 jumps. So you want to wait until it opens, and then you want to fire a charge beam, and you can fire a missile if you want. The missile is just for insurance to make sure you do enough damage and that all parts of the beam hit. So 3 jumps so far. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 jumps isn't too bad. That's actually pretty decent. For this, angle up, fire 2 missiles, wall jump, do some jump extends, and then you want to fire 2 more missiles and get a double. And it lures it. The jump extends lure it more towards the sweet spot than if you don't do it that way. Hold Ross, please. Wow, so rude, Ross. Alright, then you want to get out of here. I'm gonna save here, so... because I don't have quick save. So, this is the first part of the run that is actually the only part of the run that is legitimately you'll be in any danger of dying. And this is the sack skip. Because you have 4 E-tanks, you can do sack skip, and it only does 300 damage with the ice beam and the super missile. However, it's pretty precise on where you have to be to get it. So I'll explain it. Wow, that was a red X. That's pretty nice. So when you come in here, you want to run immediately and shoot, and you want to hug that wall. Ooh. That was interesting. Let me do that again. That was really weird. So usually when you want to fall down that like rightmost block, so that way you're close enough to SA-X to where it hits you with the super missile. It knocks you like through her, or it, in this case. But yeah, it definitely has a chance to kill you, and even if you mess it up just a little bit, it's not a big deal. See, that's what you want to happen, where it knocks you through it and like it doesn't turn around. So. Like as you saw before, it can go wrong. You can get frozen again, but you can still survive. And you still have a time to jump over that super missile if you do fail it. So it's not that detrimental. If she does shoot you again with the ice beam, just don't get hit by the super. And it does take some practice to jump over the extra super. So there are times where it'll have to come with timing and practice. Though there's no really good way to practice failing sack skip. Alright. So, that's Sector 2, the first time through. Sector 4 is the first... like, it's the first place where we're actually going to go really far out of our way to grab an item. Probably Ross after last night. That was rather unfortunate. So Sector 4, we go really far out of our way to grab a couple items. And it's the main reason being they're quicker to grab than having to go through and do it during cleanup or any other time of the game to grab them. Surprisingly enough. Even though they do seem rather slow. But it's better than having to run all the way through these rooms again just to grab like 2 items or 1 item. And it is kind of on the way, it's just really far out of the way, unfortunately. And it's more out of the way to like skip it and then come back for it later. Then there's no real reason for you to go really deep into Sector 4, especially the way that we're going now after this part. So, when we get into the big room, we'll do some jump extends to reach the other side. So, right here is we're going to jump on this platform, run, and then jump extend. And you can do another one and land, or you can just do the one and grab the ledge. Either way works. Alright, so this is where we're about to take a big detour. So instead of going down and going to the electrified water and jumping across, what we're going to do is we're instead going to go up and go through a door. And this can give you some troubles because these guys are really mean, including these fish. So you want to kill those guys, come through here, and this guy that spawns in could be anywhere. He can even be in front of the ladder, which, if that's the case, I'll come back in and show you. But you can take care of these guys. Pseudo screw attacks work as well. And then come up here and grab this. And then leaving, you want to charge through this door and then jump and shoot and not have that thing be blocked. And then on the way back, you just kill those guys with missiles, jump through here, and like this. So if you're coming up, you can shoot this guy here, and then like that, and then you can do what I did before, where I wall jumped up with a charge being held to pseudo screw attack the enemies, and then grab through here, or you can grab the ladder, grab the ladder, and then grab the ladder, and then do that. But wall jumps will always be faster. And you can run through this water, though it's really slow sometimes. When you're way out, you can just shoot a charge beam and shoot a missile to take that guy out quickly. And this is a very bad placement for that guy. Then you come down, and then continue on as if you're doing any percent. Screw attack through, shoot a missile, and roll through. Jump, lay the bomb, and then jump and jump extend. Now, another detour here. Instead of laying the bomb, we're going to go up. You're going to wall jump here, and then go through here. And this room is actually quite evil, because these ouches are awful. So, what you want to do is you can roll in, and they have different possibilities of where they can go. The fastest way is to roll through, jump, unmorph, and jump up, and not get hit by that ouch. So roll in, unmorph, and then fire missiles as you go through. And then if there's anything else on the way back, you just kill them. You can run off this ledge and morph, or you can jump a little bit to make sure you actually make it. And then on your way back, you just morph through there and then lay a bomb and continue on your way. So, continue on to fight Serris. Serris is actually really standard as well. It's the same fight because it's still faster with Charge Beam than anything else. So, for Serris, he has 3 patterns. He can either do a zigzag, where he goes through the platforms, he can go across and then do a big leap, or he can just arc across, or arc around the platforms, which is the worst pattern and one that you don't want to see. Alright, so, Serris. So, as soon as you want to start this fight, there's a point in the room where you can start the fight, and that point is the 3rd platform that's not broken, that's being supported. So, as soon as you do that, you want to jump up and grab the ladder like this, and then go all the way to the left, and just wait, because it's a guaranteed hit. His first pattern is always set. It's afterwards that's bad, so that's one of the patterns. Each pattern has a left and right to it. Ooh, I hit with the flare. That wasn't good. Oh, he's giving troll patterns now. Each pattern that he has a left and right for like 6. Oh, please stop doing that. Oh my goodness. I'm sucking butt. I'm sucking butt. No! Alright. He goes like this. You can just score a free hit. That would usually kill him if he wasn't already as close to death as he was. Standard fare, shoot 2 missiles, grab the ledge. Whoops, I messed that up actually. Just like that, and then sweet spot. You want to jump across the platform, climb the ladder over it, land on the other platform, and then angle up and wait for him to fly, or wait for it to fly into a good position. For this, same thing at any percent, run along the top, store the shine charge, and then mash A until it starts up, and then hold left. After this, though, so after we go through here, there's a deviation. Instead of just falling down, what we're going to do is we're going to go left, because there's 2 items we need to grab. So we morph, we can morph there. So we're going to lay a bomb here, come over, lay a bomb here, wait for it to explode, and then shoot that wall, and then roll through and grab the missile. Jump up and destroy those 2. You can do that like that, or you can go through and fire right there and then jump up and do this. And there's all these ouches over here, so be careful. And then instead of going down, you want to jump up and shoot this wall to get this missile. There's really no other like faster strats to do it than just shooting the wall and running through. So I can't really show any like alternative stuff for that. Because a lot of the stuff during cleanup and early on, sometimes they have alternative ways you can do certain rooms. But then there are those that you really don't have many alternative ways to do it. Alright, run through, get this. So instead of, so you can store the charge if you want, you don't have to. You can fall down here, go in the water, and then jump off the ladder to the right to grab this missile. You could get a shine charge there, maybe, but it's really, really tight timing. Then you would just want to shoot those shootable tiles, and then wall jump up. Now, usually you'd get a shine spark, store a shine charge here, come down, and then shine spark to the right. But instead, we're going to not do that. Run to the left and make sure we have a speed boost to get through here. And we're going to store the shine charge here, and then use the shine spark through the water. Because you travel with a shine spark through water much faster without gravity suit than you would with running through the water. And then you have to run back and get the a spark again. But after that, it's standard, and you can just leave. That's all the items that we're going to get on this pass through of Sector 4. The second time through is when we pick up the rest of the items. For cleanup, there's really no need to come through Sector 4, except to make it from 6 to 2. So, that's the only... You only see Sector 4 3 times throughout the run, and the third time is just as a... basically like a bridge. Alright, Sector 3. There are a couple items that you gotta get before doing some of the stuff. The first one will be grabbing a missile before unlocking the doors. The next one will be grabbing a missile tank before fighting the box robot, security robot. And those are pretty, they're not too hard to grab. They're easy to miss, though. Like, very easy to miss and really annoying to have to go back and get later. So usually when you come into Sector 3, you want to try and store a charge from your speed booster on some destructible speed booster blocks, so that way you can shine spark to the left and destroy some blocks to get to the security room. However, you don't want to do that this time, because you want to use that speed booster to jump through the wall and destroy some blocks, some destroyable blocks, where a missile is hidden underneath the floor. Like this. And you can spin or you can just do whatever, but you really don't want to store the shine spark. You'll just run in, and then you'll jump, and you'll go through that thing. And since the missile's right here, just jump up and grab it. No, like, special tricks or anything like that. Now, getting out of here, you see where this line is right here on the ground? You want to stand right there, and you can fire up, and you'll destroy 2 of those blocks. And you want to jump off, like, the tip of this platform. Like, if you jump a little... It's a really tight timing, too. So... Jump, and then like that, and then you can run across as soon as you get up there and store and get a speed booster going, and store it there to destroy those blocks. If not, you can wait for those blocks to spawn in, and then get the speed booster and destroy those blocks. It's also contrary to popular belief that now that we have speed booster, it's faster to speed boost everywhere. It isn't. Shine sparking is actually really slow, especially for short distances. Like, for this, you can come up here and do this and go like that, but it's really slow. It's a lot slower than doing this. Like, you come in, go there, and then morph and roll under. You save, like, 5 seconds doing it that way. And then grab that on pause buffered, like a good runner, and not like one of those pause buffering scrubs, JRP. So you can get that shine spark, and then you could skip this missile if you really wanted to. It's possible to. It's even easier to do it in English, because there's a way to get out of bounds. But if you do that, you lock yourself out of 100%. So come in, charge beam, then just fire missiles. You have plenty of missiles to spare. You have over 60. I think you have like 70 or something at this point. And then you just store the spark on there after sliding, and then you can get data spark easily. It's pretty free without pause buffering, which is why I just missed it, because I'm an idiot and accidentally pressed left again before I got the spark. So, before we go back, you want to run, and this is right here is where the trigger is, underneath this lamp. You don't have to run all the way to the left, because to the left a little bit more is the trigger to trigger the rumbling for the box fight. So if you run here and then run back, you see there's no rumbling. I've still triggered the fight. Drop down, come through these two rooms, and the missile tank is right in here. Fire 4 missiles, 1 to kill the side hopper, 3 to kill that barrier, and then just get out of there. And now we go fight box. So wall jump. You can do several things. You can jump there and jump there and jump there. I personally like to do 2 wall jumps. You can also do a jump and grab the ledge there. They're all about the same timing, I'm pretty sure, so it's all personal preference on what you want to do to get out of there. And then here, it's same fight that you would usually see. Ooh, I'm beefing it, though. He's got 1 more missile left, and he should be dead. Standard fight. Nothing special about this boss. Just spam missiles like you usually do. Same as any percent. We'll jump off there. Get up here. You can fire a missile. And then press down through this doorway to store the spark. And then shine spark through and morph to get through that hole. There is an item here that you can see that we just passed by. It's an energy tank. It's faster to get that during cleanup, because at that point we'll have screw attack and we'll get it from above than from below. Getting it from below, you have to bomb the floor and wait for a shutter to come up from the ground. And it's faster if you have screw attack to screw attack the block above and grab that after shooting down to reveal it. A lot of the stuff in cleanup, I'm actually going to go through really, really slowly, because it's there's a lot of different things you can do to get items. But there's I'm going to show the counterclockwise route that we use, which is to go from Sector 1 to Sector 3 to Sector 5 to Sector 6 to Sector 4 to Sector 2, and then out. This is actually a lot faster than the clockwise route by like 5 seconds, I think. And it allows us to end in Sector 2, and the ending point is right near the reactor, like right near the ship, so it's a really good ending point. So Sector 6, first time through. Standard 9% up until the SA-X skip. After that, that's where we're going to start picking up a few items. Alright, so come through here, and as soon as you enter the first room after this room, you want to jump, get some distance, and get some use out of that speed booster. And come in here, morph along this wall, lay a bomb to reveal that tile, and then just keep running through. You don't have to wait for the bomb to go off to reveal that tile. You can, as soon as you lay the bomb, just continue on your way. I stood there just so you could see where it's at, where the tile is. Then you just want to go through here like normal. You have way more health than you usually would during any percent, so you can shoot this guy, freeze him, and not do that. And actually shoot the tiles above him to jump over it. Come through here. This is not 0%, so we're actually going to jump and try to land on the E-tank and lay a bomb like that. So that way we can destroy that without getting launched. and then come through here, and it's the same thing for SA-X skip. Just come all the way to the left and wait for it to lay a power bomb. Shoot it, get its attention, and then jump under it as it jumps over you. Alright. Now for this room, you want to run through, shoot that block. Now usually for any percent, you'll shoot these two blocks and then go down and to the right. Instead, you're going to come over and then run off and look down and shoot. And shoot. Make sure you crouch when you shoot, or else there's a blue X that'll come in and grab you. So, like this, if you reset the room. And then shoot that, and then in this room, you can either kill these slugs, because you have to jump up here, lay a bomb, and then unmorph and grab that ledge, which is not really easy sometimes. Especially when Samus doesn't want to cooperate, so yeah, it's really a tight timing for that unmorph. And then usually you just grab the ledge and then roll back up, and then come down here. Now, look up, shoot, and then you go the regular way like you usually do. You can grab the red X, but you really don't need it if you have enough missiles. Like, I have the standard fare. I have more than I usually would at this point in any percent, I'm pretty sure. Actually, for a fact, I'd only have like 30 or something here. This boss is the same. Jump up into it and shoot the charge beam into the core. Ooh, wow. It's close. I missed the sweet spot by a little bit. Alright. So, we still have 2 items to grab before we leave Sector 6 and, until the next time. So, come through here. Actually, there's something I want to show. You can come up here, and there is a chance that if you come up here, you can do that and grab the item that way. Which I cannot fucking believe that I got that first try. That is completely random, by the way. Whether or not that puffer is there. So I can show you again because it has 4 different movement patterns. So come in here. Wow. It seems pretty consistent the way I'm doing it, but I assure you it's not. So I'll try it in a run, but. Of course, during the tutorial are the 2 times that it actually gives me the same pattern. During a run, that's very iffy on whether or not it will do that. See, this time he went up and to the left, so he wouldn't have been there when he wall jumped. But usually, what you would do is, wow, I'm an idiot. Usually, instead of going right, you'll go left. You'll run. You gotta jump to grab this item, and then on your way down, you would grab this, and then unmorph, and then shoot that, jump up and grab it. And then just come back this way, wall jump to get some extra height, which is a little bit faster. Wall jump off here, and then continue on your way. And just navigate through Sector 6 as best you can with all of the random enemy patterns and movements. Okay, so for here, on your way out, you want to do the same thing you did coming in. You want to morph here and lay a bomb along this wall to destroy that block. And then shoot along the ground, and then come and grab this missile on your way out. Now you can, as you leave, if you have good timing like I just did, you can spring ball out of that hole, unmorph, shoot a missile, and if need be, and kill that guy. If not, you can just roll out, jump up, and climb up like normal. That spring ball out of that hole saves a little bit of time. So, and laying that bomb on the other side of the, like, next to that wall on the other side, just sets up for when you come back through later in the game. So there's a lot of things that you do in 100% that set up a lot of stuff for later to make things easier on yourself and to save some time. That bomb being a good example because you don't have screw attack yet. And it would be really dumb to have to drop down to grab that during cleanup on Sector 6 because Sector 6 is hard enough. And is one of the most technical parts of cleanup in 100%. So laying the bomb there, it allows you to grab the expansion that's in there on your way back through when you go to fight Box 2 in your second visit. Sector 5. There actually aren't that many items in Sector 5. Really, when you think about it, there aren't many expansions in Sector 5 at all. They're pretty much... Well, I guess that's not true because the Nightmare ones still do count, so there are a few. But for now, until you get ice missiles in this sector, you want to do the regular 90% way that of getting through here, which will be exactly like I show. Shoot, shoot, and then... So you want to shoot the charge beam to destroy the one block, shoot a missile as you fall to destroy the little guy there, and then jump up and shoot another missile to destroy the other block before you grab the ledge. You come back and shoot to... Well, you could... I can show it off here. While you're falling, you can come through here and fall back, and then jump extend and land on the platform. Instead of having to jump up, but it doesn't lose that much time anyway if you miss it. You just have to jump up on the ledge. Turn around here. These are, you can run further to the left to get more of a build-up, so that way it doesn't troll you, because that waver can be in that blue X, and the blue X can absorb your shot, which, if it does, you have to go run back to the left and grab it. But yeah, so far this is all just usually what you would do at any percent. Yeah, Shinsar, this is the tutorial I talked about making at SGDQ. I meant to make it a while ago, but work and other things have just made it so that way I've been too busy. But I have the time now to do it. So I'm doing it. Plus, 100% is a really fun category, and there's really no tutorial for it, so I'd rather do it and give people a way of learning it that isn't just through other people's videos. All the stuff I just did in that room, you can find that in the any percent tutorials, I'm pretty sure, from Kirby and JRP. Like I said, I'm not going to go through room strats because this is mainly for the 100% route. And since the 100% route doesn't do many things different from like getting room to room in some cases, there's really no need to go over it again. So in this room, you want to fall down and morph and then jump. It's important. You want to go down here and jump up into this hole. So you want to kill this guy. Don't grab the X. Wait for it to spawn into this guy. Jump over it, aim down, shoot. Then shoot up and kill the guy up there and reveal the missile. And you want to wait for this guy to become a Ripper. Freeze the Ripper and go and jump into it, into the missile, and then be on your way. I can do it one more time to show you. Jump up. Charge beam to kill it. Now you can do this. You can freeze it from the side and then do that. And then kill this guy up here. Then you have to wait, depending on the Ripper. If the X flies into you and you absorb it, you have to start the room over. Because then it won't, because you need that Ripper to spawn. After that, run to the left, shoot that, freeze that, and then you're out. Most of this tutorial, I'm just going to do the strats that I use. So if you want to, feel free to like look back on this and like see what I'm doing to get through rooms normally. I won't talk about it too much. But there are times where I'll explain some things. Feel free to replicate this because it's actually really decent movement strategies. For this, you can jump and jump around that without having to jump on the ground. Another big thing to make sure you don't secret key is you can see Nightmare flying around in the back. And you only get him flying around in the back if you've grabbed the ice missiles. Also, you see that there's an item that I missed in that room on my way through, and that's because it's faster to grab it during cleanup. Emergency, there's no items you grab, so just go through it like normal. I guess because this is a technical part of the game, I'll go over it a little bit, and because I've got the missiles to spare, I can talk about this a little bit as I go through and take my time, even though I can't take too much time since I've only got 6 minutes. So, same way you came in the first time, you have speed booster, and you just spin through here and go right immediately. The only difference is this time you can jump up and you can fire 2 ice missiles to kill that guy, and it's really quick. And then you want to run back this way, and no need to store the spark. Now, when you come into this room, I'm gonna kill this guy. You want to hug this left wall, and then aim down and start firing missiles. 4 missiles will kill those 2 guys. So you want to run in, jump into the lava, jump out, fire a shot with R shooting, and do the same here. And while you're while walking across these ladders, hold up and to the left, so that way if you get hit at all, you'll grab the ladder immediately. Jumping over him and firing down allows him to come out a little bit before you freeze him. Now for this room, I'm going to run through, I'm going to angle up to the right and fire a missile as I'm running, and then jump on his head and then shoot one to the left. And it allows me to do that rather quickly, and then just shoot there. Whoop. Because I killed that Pyro, or a Nova. And, not this guy again. Freeze that guy. Now you can freeze this guy, like that, while you're running through with the curved missile, or you can use a pseudo screw attack and just jump across and kill that guy. Run into this room, fire 3 missiles to freeze that guy mid-jump, and then jump up off of him to get up here. For this guy, so for this guy, he's gonna come to the right a little bit. I'm gonna jump up on the ledge and just to try to get some double missiles. I got that there. There is a little bit of a visual cue for this that I like to use. So you can get double rather easily, like I did. So I'll show you the visual cue here real quick. So you see there are these screens right here. So if you look right at the top of, if you look up the edge of the tip of the arm cannon, where the beam is coming out of, there's that the top of the second screen, or the top of those middle screens. That's the visual cue, like the in between space between those rectangular ones. That's the visual cue I use to, like, when he's over here and I jump up, as to when I jump and fire 2 missiles down. And same thing when he comes back, when he hugs that wall, and he starts like floating down. As soon as the spikes touch that, I'll jump up and then run and do a double missile, like I did during the fight. Getting out of here. There's no items that we grab, so just get out of here like the way you came in. Freeze that guy. Then you can wall jump here twice, and morph ball here, and get damage boosted, and hold to the right so that way you can land on that platform. Neat little trick there. If you hold to the left, jump off that wall there, and then hold up and to the right, you can wall jump and have to not walk through the lava. Okay, so for this room, it's going to be rather technical. I'll go through it twice. So you want to, as soon as you come in, you want to jump, shoot this guy, run, jump off of his head, jump up, freeze this Nova, or the Pyro, fire missile up, eh, 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 like that. I'll go back down and do it again. So, I'll do it a little slower this time as well. So you'll run in, you'll look up, shoot this guy, jump on his head, turn around, jump, grab the ladder, jump up, and as you jump up and shoot that ice missile, you can stand on his head or not. You want to fire a missile up, and you want to, so you can try to hit that guy right there, and then jump up, jump off the wall and do 2 wall jumps, and then look down and shoot him. Jump on that ledge, look down, shoot this guy, wall jump, do 2 wall jumps, and look down and fire that missile, and then jump off his head, and you'll be good to get out of there quickly. It takes some practice to get that. The other option is climbing the ladder, which it's a little slower, but it's just as good. I honestly think the best way you can learn like different strats is just watch different people run the game, because there are no 2 runs that'll look exactly the same, because there are a lot of different runners that use different styles, especially the ones that are at the top of the leaderboards. They have different styles of doing things. Like I know some things that I do that JRP does, because when we were talking about stuff and like coming up with different room strats, there were just things that we agreed on and that we both do, or things that he's picked up from me and things I picked up from him and other runners like Eagle and Rasu and Biospark, Kirby Masta, even Paulsmore, even though he's a dirty cheater. Alright, so animals part, open that door, run through, jump across, land, Now you can come through this next room. So for this room, there's a couple different things. You can run, jump up, shoot there, jump up there, there, and there, or you can just come through and then jump on each platform, or since you have high jump, you can jump there and do ledge grabs. It's all personal preference how you want to get through the rooms. It's all up to you and like what you feel comfortable with. I'm not like showing you things like this is what you have to do. There are different things like what you want to do. You could do the impossible strat, which I'm fucking horrible at. Like I failed it there. I'll try it one more time because I never go for this. Yeah. Either way, if you fail, you can just jump off this guy, grab this, and then freeze this guy, and then jump across. But the way I usually do it is I'll come in. I won't have to wait for these guys. I'll run, I'll wall jump, and do a jump extend, and try to grab that ledge. If not, then I can just have him extend and jump off his head anyway. And then jump off this guy and up. So come down here, shoot this. Now, there are a couple different things you can do here. You can either do this, where you can start, like, see how Samus's back foot is between the two, like, rectangles, like the small rectangle here that Samus is standing in front of, and the big, large door. This is where you want to start running and start firing. You can get a Shine Spark, and destroy that block, and you have this entire area to store it. Or you can, start from, like, back here, like, on the other side of this door, and then try to store the spark on the block. I personally like to... I'm going to reset the room, actually, because the block has been destroyed. I personally like to do the... Ow, good jerk. I like to do the other method, because, one, you run to the right a little less. Oh, nice, I got it. Wake up, please. Oh, wake up again. I didn't fire a missile for some reason. I like the one where you stop right before the wall, so this one. where you can run, turn around, start firing, and then store it like that, because it's a little bit faster, and there's more leeway for when you can store the spark, and then just shine spark up. Now these animals are evil, and they will torture you over and over again because they are RNG and completely random for how long they take. You can either get good animals or bad animals, and more often than not, you'll get bad animals. So after that, run and go all the way down to the bottom so you can get in the middle so you can get this missile tank. Shoot that gate so that way it opens as you grab the item. And just continue on and go back down the elevator. Fall down the middle. Spin jump off. Don't land on that like I did. Rookie mistake. And then talk to Adam. Now, this would be the time, if you did not grab the main deck missile, the missile that's above the flashing box, where you would grab it. You could have grabbed it either on the way to the animals or the way back, if you skipped it before Sector 1. And it's a perfect time to grab it. So you just come up here, roll through, and then grab it, or just jump up and grab that and just continue on your way if you got it already. And after this, you're just going to want to run right through. Skip the elevator, run right past it, and grab the missile tank that's on the other side of the speed booster blocks. And then go down. Now for Sector 5, we're going to grab a few items after we get power bombs here. And these are like the lower Sector 5 missiles, or items, I mean. Whoops. Alright, so standard fare coming back through. I do recommend, if you haven't watched the any percent tutorials, to do that and like learn that a little bit first before attempting 100%, because the tricks later on are very demanding. So grab that. Oh, whoops! Don't do that. I just messed up. That's fine though. Not necessarily. You can get a shine spark through these two rooms and bonk and save some time. It's not necessary though. For these guys, spin jump, and then land on the platform like this time. Hey, what's up, Blader Power? You missed a little bit, not too much though. We're only at power bomb, so we're only halfway through the game. Alright, now that we have power bombs, there are a few different ways you can do this. I'll try the first way. You can fall down, because we have to grab the item that's over here, so you can spin jump along this, and then try to jump extend to grab there, and fail like I did, or actually grab it. Or you can climb up, grab this ladder, and then freeze this guy, which is really consistent. And then like this. But when you go into this room, make sure you're morphed on this platform, hold R, roll into the room, lay a power bomb the moment you get in, fire a missile, and wait. Because that E-tank, it was fake. So you want to lay the power bomb immediately, and as you can see, like, I grab the item. Like, I shoot and kill him, and then just wait for it to go off to grab this item. It's really quick to do so. It's probably the faster way you could do that. So lay a power bomb here. Gonna go down now. I think that's the correct place. So when you go through that door, you want to, I'm pretty sure you want to lay it right there. No, I missed. It's either jump to the, jump as soon as you come in, and then morph. And then you can destroy those blocks, or you can, like right there. I don't remember where exactly it's at. It might be. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably this. Something like that. Either way, you want to jump in and like lay a bomb. If not, if you don't break the blocks, or if it's too low, you can just do that and then come up here and then freeze the rippers. Yeah, you want to lay that bomb as close to the ceiling as possible to destroy them. So you want to jump and morph and then power bomb, according to Ross, which I believe is correct. So yeah, you want to jump through that door, morph, power bomb, and it should be high enough. Yeah, that would have been high enough, so we're good. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been. That's weird. Even though it touched it, it didn't destroy that block. It's tight timing. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. It takes practice. Like, I don't even get it consistently. Oh, wow. You don't want to do this, actually. You want to not be smart and lay that, going through there to get the speed booster. You want, as soon as you come in that room, you want to lay a power bomb. Ooh, a little higher than I did, actually. You want to come in and, like, you can lay it like that and lay it, like, there and still get it, so, like, laying it down here, like, it's hard to, like, jump and morph and, like, lay it pretty high. Like, I think that might have been able to take it out, but you want to lay it to the as close to the ceiling as possible again. So for this room, I'll lay some power bombs so you can see. This room has crumble blocks there, there, and there. I'll lay a power bomb over here real quick, and I'll demonstrate going through. So you can see where the crumble blocks are, and this one's not one of them. You can theoretically stand in here and freeze this guy, but you want to freeze him like over the two that are like in the middle a little bit further to the right than I did. So that way you can do this. And for this guy, you want to like freeze it like, ooh. There's a little line, like the line in between those two middle ones is a very good place to want to freeze them, so that way you can jump over that and then jump over them again. A lot of people, they don't realize that there are still crumble blocks here, because this game is very mean, so you want to jump over, so from here you want to jump over to that area. And then come back out here, and then morph and lay a power bomb as soon as you get through here. And then that's Sector 5 until cleanup. Oh, man, I'm tired. Okay. I have 4 power bombs, so that should be just enough, I think. No. Yep, no, I'm fine. I'm good. Don't worry about it. So before we go back to Yakuza, we're back to the ship. There's some items that we actually do need to grab on our way to them. A power bomb tank and a missile tank. Now, the power bomb tank that we gotta grab is a little tricky. So, just do this like you normally would. Okay, so for the next room, there's this power bomb, there's this blockchain that's over here to the right. You can, the most consistent way to break through all of these blocks in the chain is to fall on the ground here and lay the power bomb right here on the ground, and then jump up and then lay it like this. So you break these blocks over here. And then go on through. If you lay it higher, you run the risk of, like, there's, like, a block that's, like, right where Samus's head is right now. Like, the block right here that won't get destroyed if you lay it, like, a little in, like, certain areas. The most consistent way to do it is hit the ground, lay it, and then jump up and roll through. And then you want to get through here. And normally you would want to run to the right, but you want to lay a power bomb so you can destroy these blocks up here to grab this missile tank. Lay the bomb here, 2 missiles, and then run out the door. So that way there's, like, as it goes off, those things get destroyed. Jump through the door so you can land perfectly on the spot. No, we're not going to save. Alright, so we're halfway through. There are some items you have to get for the Yakuza Gauntlet as well. Yakuza is pretty standard as well. It's the same fight in any percent. It's going to be all missiles. So run back through. Freeze this guy for... Oh, I missed him. You can usually freeze that guy, depending on where he's at. And then we're going to jump up here. Fall down a little bit. Okay, so the first item, the first boss in the Yakuza Gauntlet for low percent or 0% or 1%, whichever one you're doing, is this E-Tank. You can jump over him and skip him like me and Kirby sometimes, or you can grab it like you should for 100%. Run along, wait for this guy. He can hit you, it doesn't matter. You're way too OP and overpowered at this point to even care. Shoot this guy at his feet. Shoot along the ground, lay a power bomb as you roll through, and grab this missile. That way the power bomb goes off and you can just fall right through. You can lay another one down here if you want, just to make sure that you got the block up here. Wall jump up. There we go. Idor is going to give you a lot more beams like they've been doing to me the entire time. Wow, 3. Wow, nice door. And then as soon as you hit the floor here, look up and start firing missiles. And you want to jump up to scroll the screen so that way the missiles hit. Jump up in his arms, wiggle back and forth left and right on the D-pad to end the round early. And then just spam his face with missiles until he's done phase 1. Then you just want to angle the missiles at Yakuza's head. And it takes time to learn like where he's gonna go and like to predict his movements. Right now I'm not doing great. Then you can double missile him. It's pretty tight, but it still works. Okay, so a lot of things actually happen there. When you touch the ground, Yakuza's sprite spawns, so you can look up, fire missiles, and jump up and scroll the screen up to make sure the missiles hit him. And you want to do that for as long as you can before he starts crawling around the room. You can get him to where he's blue when he first crawls down, and that's the most you can do, like most damage you can do to him. And then after that, you just jump into his hands or his legs. He'll grab you, and then you just wiggle out of him. So that way you stop him to the as close to the top as you can to stop his crawling around cycle. If not, he crawls all the way around the room to get back to the top. And then just spam missiles when he opens. And then the missiles firing. You can use wide beam. It's faster to fire missiles as he's like jumping around his just ahead. But sometimes it takes practice to like learn where he's gonna go and predict like where his head's gonna end up when he opens. And like shoot missiles like to where he's going to end up, if not where he's already at. We're gonna do another cool thing of setup here after the sax escape. So keep your charge beam charged, jump up here, do some jump extends to destroy all this stuff, and then continue on your way through. Now, for the SA-X, you want to roll through, break the block, fire a missile, jump over it, morph, and lay a power bomb as soon as you enter the room, turn around, and freeze it as it walks in. So that way you have time for the power bomb to go off and you can get out. Now, you can run to the left, or you can just fire a missile down and shoot those blocks a lot faster than I actually did there, because I was really sloppy. For this, stand up here, morph, and lay a power bomb in this room specifically. Wait for it to actually like trigger, and then run through the door. Those are 2 power bomb blocks there that you destroyed for later when you clean up Sector 2. So when you come into this room, you want to jump up here and then morph on this ledge, lay a power bomb, roll off, and start space jumping over to here. What this does is it kills all the enemies over there, so that way you can run through here and grab this power bomb tank. These two things, these 4 blocks here, or this group of 4x4s, are the way to get in. You can, adversely, if you don't want to lay it on there, lay it like jump off, morph, and then do something like that, I think. Like something really like bizarre, like where you like roll off and like lay it a little higher than that. But I've only seen that like one time done, and I don't know where exactly they laid it. And then so for Notori. So usually you would lay power bombs and stuff for this boss. It's not the case this time around. You have 118 missiles, so you're gonna come in. You can lay a power bomb if you want for that plant. Stay on the rightmost edge of this and just spam missiles. Get the timing down to where like you can just rhythmically fire them. And it just shreds him. Like it's not even what do you call it? It's not even that challenging either to, like, he becomes more of a joke in 100%. And then you can just kite it along towards the ground and wait for it to hover up around you so you can get doubles. I got 0 doubles. Excuse me? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, so that, the missiles shred his health, and, like, this is, like, one of the few instances where, like, a boss, it's faster to use missiles on a boss than the charge beam. But now that we have plasma, we're only going to have to use missiles on, like, one more boss, where it'll be faster. Actually, 2 more, because box 2. Anyway, come through here. Shine Spark up. And then go right instead. What you'll do is you'll come in, shoot a diagonal shot down, morph, and there's a ledge right here. Grab it, and as you fall off, lay a power bomb. Jump up, shoot that block there, and grab it. The whole reason you lay the power bomb there is to destroy all of the ouches that are on the other side here. So that way when you roll up, you have a clear path to come through. So, one more time, you come in, you shoot this guy here, jump, do a couple space jumps, roll through, and lay the power bomb, like, as you roll through and, like, fall off. That way you can shoot the block here, and then roll up and grab it. So the power bomb goes off as you're grabbing it to kill the ouches, to have a more clean path so you can come in and do that. Now, there are some route deviations here that you can do. So, you can, if you want, come this way, come down, go up this way, and then come this way and come and get this missile tank now. Or if you would want to leave this until later, these are screw attack blocks right here that lead to Sector 1. So this is the point in which Sector 1 and Sector 2 connect. You can get that missile on during Sector 1 cleanup at the very end, next to the power bomb, and I'll show you during Sector 1 cleanup where that's at. Or you can come up, or you can just ignore that and just continue on and wait until Sector 1 cleanup to grab that specific missile. It's all up to preference. The timing is about the same. I think the timing is, like, almost exactly the same. There's really, like, it doesn't matter which one you do, because it's, you know, negligible timing. Alright, so, Sector 5, again. There's one item specifically on the way to Nightmare that you really don't want to miss. I'll show you how to grab it as you fall through. I'll also go back and show you, like, the, after I get Gravity Suit, like, the visual cue that you can use to always line it up. So, there is a missile block in the water as you're falling down when you first get to the water area. all the way across the other side of the broken doors, where you have to shoot a missile, destroy it, and like jump into the hole. You can get it on the way to it instead of having to wait until you get gravity suit. And there's a couple visual cues actually for it. One is like the block where it's at. There's a black box to the left of it that has like none of the other detailed boxes around it. Like you can see on like I'll show it here. Like there's like below here there's the floor, and then there's that box that has like the notch with the little light on it and the little shutter thing, and then there's that like black box that has like nothing in it. It's one of those things that's like 2 blocks down that you're going to want to look for here. So you want to come down, hold this wall. So right here. So as you can see to the left of Samus, there's this little like hidden tunnel area. You can also see across from where Samus is right now, there's a little notch in the wall. You want to like fire it like almost directly across from that notch in the wall. And you want to come through. I can't really lay a power bomb here because there's a I'll lay a power bomb. I can show you what happens. There's a shutter that's right here though that comes up if we do. So you want to come, jump, and then jump through this part right here because it's a fake floor. Jump, and then you want to roll and jump to make sure you have enough speed, because if you don't, it's really hard to get it otherwise. You carry some momentum into your jump, roll through, and you can, when you fall down, you can just stay morphed, but it's actually a little it's actually just a tad bit faster to get it, unmorph, and then fall back down like that, so that way you're not bouncing too much. Then after that, just run through like normal. For now, at least. Alright, so, next room, usually you'll go right. Instead, you're going to go left. So shoot these guys, jump over them, morph here, lay a power bomb as you get in the room, and then just stand over here and wait to fall down to get the power bomb. Now, this next part's important. Get this guy out of here. You want to jump up, you want to morph ball here, and then as you come through the door, you're going to jump. Not like that. You're going to jump and lay a power bomb right next to that guy. Laying it that high allows these blocks up here to be destroyed, and then you're going to come up. This is a fake ceiling. Shoot the block out to reveal the power bomb, hop in the tunnel, and then grab it, and then just go this way. Now, for this one, this item. Now, there are 2 different ways to grab it. There is a bomb block tunnel up here that you can use to come over here and drop down to grab it, or the faster method is to come over here, unmorph, and grab the ledge and grab that. It takes some time to get used to unmorphing on those blocks and grabbing that ledge, but if you can get it consistently, it saves some time than waiting for the bomb to go off. And then you have Nightmare. Nightmare is the same in 100% as he is in any percent. You first 2 rounds are the exact same. And then once his face breaks off, you just spam missiles into him, like usual. Now, for Nightmare, you can't predict where he's going to go at first, because he follows an invisible dot, like an invisible hitbox in the room. Before he locks onto Samus, but if you can get him to stop anywhere like around the ladder, you should be good. Okay. Don't know why there's 2 missiles tanked. Nightmare is one of those bosses where, like, it takes practice to understand how he moves. I can sit here and do it, but, like, I don't know just how much you're gonna get from me just fighting him over and over again. Not like I could, because I didn't save like an idiot. But anyway. Come through. Shine Spark this way. Now this is very, very important. You want to run this way. Now, come here. Get the... Die. Okay, cool. Alright, so, right here where I'm standing, there's this, like, right where this middle shot is going, pretty much. Right on the other side of these two tanks is the point where you'll be fine to get a Shine Spark, to where you'll break the blocks. Like this. Now, you want to store the spark here, run back to the middle of these, and Shine Spark right up, because there's a Power Bomb tank here. And this is one of those hidden ones where, like, if you miss it, it's a pain in the ass to come back and get. Once you get it, though, it's continue on to the worst part of this entire section. So, this next room is, I call it, this is the worst room in the game for me, honestly. So this room over here, come through. You want to shoot these blocks out. You can kill these guys with charge shots if you want, or you can freeze them. Just get through them. It's almost not worth it to shoot charge shots at them, though. So you want to come through. You can freeze this guy if you want. Shoot the blocks out and continue on. You can shoot that guy and come back through and grab this. Though there's a guy right there that might hit you from time to time because he's a jerk. Power bombs don't kill these things. They only just make them shake. They're really, really annoying. And there's really no alternative room for that. Or alternative strat for that room. Afterwards, you come out. Whoop, 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 whoop. You want to come out and you want to jump and then spit. Get out of here, dude. Jump, spin attack, do a short one and then like a similar sized one. Fall down, grab that, and then get out of here. Then you can charge a charge beam and fall down through here. This next one, you want to try to shoot out as many of these blocks as you can and lay a power bomb right there as you fall through the tunnel. So what that does, laying a power bomb right there, it allows it to go off as you grab the item. And not only that, but it clears up these blocks as well, so you don't have to waste time shooting them. Afterwards, you can run and jump through and break those blocks. Lay a power bomb there. Go down this one, second in the middle right one. There's a red X. What? See that red X. Come down through here. Fun fact, you can lay a power bomb, and it opens the door before the door message comes up that they're unlocked. After that, instead of going all the way up, you see there's this little notch in the wall here. You're going to morph, you're going to jump, and you're going to go right through this tunnel here. It takes you to this room. The optimal strat for this room is you want to lay a power bomb right here. And shoot those missiles, because what that does is it drags the X to that area, and it brings it closer to the spot where they need to spawn. Now for this room, you could do it a couple different ways. Lay a power bomb, come up this way, and then fall down and go through. I prefer not to go down the crumble block, because it takes a little bit longer. And then come back this way, and then roll out, like Autobots. This is another room that's a little tricky as well. So you want to come in and kill that guy immediately and lay a power bomb some point, somewhere around there, so you can get down here. And there's another space pirate fish, and it also spawns a whole bunch of these fish. And you want to try to get out of here as quickly as possible before those things spawn, because they can be rather mean. You can also store a charge beam and kill the other space pirate fish, like as you grab the item, and then jump out of there, kill this fish, and then continue on. Freeze that fish if you can to stand on, because it's a little faster to do it, to freeze them than do anything. All right, this next trick coming up is it's one of the most annoying. And I'm actually going to kill this guy here. Alright, so the point of this next trick is you want to run all the way to the right and then store a shine spark and then use it like this, if I can do it. Alright, up on this ledge, you use it, you store it, and then you run back, grab this missile, and then use another one, save it again, unmorph, and then shine spark up. I just did a whole lot there, so let me go over this again. What you want to do, and it's possible that you get hit here by this other guy, by the crab that's right here. You want to lay it and then morph, like, right about here or so. You're running, and then you morph, like, here, jump up, shine spark to the right. As you hit, you want to hold right as well so you can hit this ledge, and then morph right here, run back to the left, grab this. You can either jump up, shoot, and use it, or jump on the ledge, use it, and then store it again, unmorph, and then shine spark up to get that. Or, if you have any problems with that, if you can get through that at least, and be good, then fine. If not, you can just come down here, get a shine spark, and then come up that way, and then just go roll through and get the missile tank. Which it might have to happen where you have to run back to the right, or back to the left from the right, if you get hit and don't store the spark. In that case, it's no big deal to get that shine spark that way. It's a little bit slower, but not as slow. It's maybe only like 5 or 10 seconds. Then you grab the fusion missiles. So, usually you would go up after this and continue on your way. Instead, you're going to run left, do a small hop right here, and run past that barrier as it spawns to grab this missile here. Now you can run back and shoot it twice and do another small hop. Also, ladder climbing like that is the fastest movement you can do with ladders. So the way it works is, Samus, you want to jump up, go towards the ladder, and let go of the A button, because if you're holding A and to the left, it takes her a little bit longer to grab the ladder until she's like at the apex of her jump. However, if you let go of the jump button, she grabs the ladder immediately where she's at when you let go of it. And again, before going to the door or going to the nav room, you want to roll left, lay a power bomb at the beginning of this room, and a bomb. You destroy that block gets destroyed, and then you lay a power bomb down here, roll through, grab this power bomb, and jump up, lay a power bomb there, morph, and then roll through this block. So I'll do it again just one more time. So you want to lay a power bomb, lay a bomb here, the bomb destroys that one first before the power bomb goes off and destroys that block. Then you want to lay a power bomb along this ground here, so this block and the rest of the blocks here reveal this. The reason you are stay in a ball, morph there, lay a power bomb like that, and then jump up and roll through, is because, one, it destroys this bomb block a lot quicker. And if you saw, I did this, oh wow, that was really bad. Okay, hold on. Morph. That's not where I wanted that. I'm a dummy. Jump up, do that. Morph. And you can... It destroys it as you roll right through it. It's really, really consistent and really nice. And at the block, you don't hit the block, so it doesn't take away your momentum, so you just keep moving forward at top speed. You roll around at the speed of sound. So, actually, that is the end of Sector 4. That is the complete cleanup of Sector 4. So, if you haven't gotten all the items in Sector 4, by the time you're talking to Adam at this point, right before Sector 6, the second visit, you've missed something. And you can see when I pause the screen, you can see the check marks at the top there. Holy crap, Tab actually, or Select actually has a use in this game. I just found out. You can press select. You see how it has like 20 E-tanks, 48 missiles, 32 power bomb tanks? You press select, it gives you the actual count for each in this area. So you have 2, 9, and 4. This will honestly, the only time you're in Sector 4 again is during cleanup, and it's the hub junction of getting from 6 to 2. Alright, so over to 6. Time for some sick fun. Okay. I'm being pinged on the, let's see. Okay. Sorry. Tournament stuff that I'm running. Come in, talk to Adam. So you need to make sure that I wasn't needed somewhere. And then, remember that bomb that we placed on that wall on the right side as we were leaving the first time? Well, you're gonna come in here, kill this guy, morph here, and then jump through this hole, lay a power bomb, and you can lay a bomb there as well. And morph and roll through. You can wait for the power bomb to go off, or you can come in, lay a bomb, and then jump into the hole, and then just, as you're grabbing the E-tank, hold A so that you springbolt right back up, and then roll out. The power bomb is a little risky, because if you have to grab that ledge, you're kind of screwed, because you can't grab ledges during power bomb is going off. So, it's a little bit of a risk. That's the only item you get on this pass through of Sector 6. After this, you fight the box, and you'll be fine. So you just leave. There are perfect positions for box fight. I'll show you the best box fight you can do. Assuming that I get it. This is another fight where you have a lot of missiles, and it's the fastest thing to do. Lay a power bomb, jump, lay a bomb there, stand right here, about a little bit over. Walk right here. Ooh. This is not a perfect fight. Oh, definitely not a perfect fight. Uh-oh. Alright, a little bit of a hiccup. We're good, though. That's not the right way. Alright, that was not a kind of fight you want to do. I had a little bit of a hiccup there. Come back this way. Lure him towards the middle, so he's like in the middle when you grab it. Alright. I'll show you the positions on the ladder for where are good places to stand. When you start the fight, you want to be lined up like right here, because when he spawns in, you can fire missiles right down. And then right here, where you can see like there's this like bubble on this mushroom, that's where you want to line yourself up to kill the stuff, and then fire 2, walk right a little bit, then back, then what do you call it? Drop down and grab like right around here, right around this like upper mushroom is. That'll be a good place to fire diagonally down, and then walk left and then back, and then just fire down onto them. And you should avoid all of the his jumps, and you should be in good positions to hit him. Make sure to jump through this door to get the cool lined up Metroids. 5512, I think that said. It's pretty good. Alright, so that's Sector 6 for now. Sector 6 is going to be a lot tougher when we go back. I've got a lot of different strategies to get through Sector 6 that I need to show. Alright, so back to Sector 1 we go. Ow. So, you can open this door with a shot, or you can use a missile. I like to do either or, because you have to charge a missile through this door anyway. So jump up, keep the missile charged, fire it as soon as you get to the top there, so you can shoot the wall and reveal these blocks. Jump up out of the way, because these are all missile blocks, so you need the fusion missiles to do it. And then just continue on, like you normally would. For this next room, though, as you run in, shoot the ground, reveal this, and there's a spot on the ground, I think it's like right here, like right in between her legs, where it's guaranteed to hit every time. Then this thing spawns in. Shoot one missile, kills it. And then for the gold pirate, shoot a charge shot and turn around, so that way it goes right through and you can kill it easily. And then run through and grab the power bomb. Now, for going back, make sure you have a missile charged up as you jump back through the room. Shoot up, shoot towards the wall, lay a bomb, and then continue on. Same thing for the golden pirates here. You want to fire and then turn around. The game only checks to see if you're facing the same directions as the gold pirate. There's not only just a back sprite hitbox for whatever reason. Then you come through here and go towards Ridley. Make sure you lay, when you come to start the fight, you lay a bomb on his eye, like I didn't do, but I fixed it there. This fight is made easy by the wave beam, because the wave beam does damage per frame. So, like, you can do 700 damage to Ridley with the wave beam alone. It just shreds him. It's really broken. Some people would think to use missiles there, but missiles are really slower compared. They only do like 45 damage compared to the like 700 you do with wave beam. So then you got fight them, get doubles like I am, double because swag, and because it looks cool and it's really tough to do. Now that we have screw attack, cleanup begins. Make sure you get pacifist through here. I didn't, and I messed up. I'm gonna have to start the tutorial over again. Bear with me. So, come through here. It's the same way you usually leave. You go make your way back towards Sector 1. Oh, red X. Nice. Wasn't needed, but nice. Shoot down as you fall to open the door, and these blocks are already still destroyed from when you fired the missile to open them on the way to Ridley. Alright. Bark. Look at the Franker Z bark. Look as he barks so free. Bark, 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 Franker Z. Alright. So instead of going left towards Adam, we're going to go right towards the stabilizer room. We're going to jump in the middle as soon as we come through the door and go through this door to grab this missile tank. There's no really alternative strat to that. There's really no need for one. Then we're going to come back this way, and we're going to do some ladder climbing. You can space jump up, or you can do some ladder climbing up, because it's really quick. As you can see, like, that compared to this, where you're going down and you're dropping a few every now and then, instead of Ah, get off the ladder. It's way faster. It's only a few seconds faster, but those few seconds can add up, especially in cleanup, where you can lose literal minutes by messing something up. Come down here. As you come down, screw attack along the right wall to destroy these 2 blocks here. Then screw attack your way through to destroy those. Come left, destroy those horn nodes. You can start running at the bottom of the stairs or wherever. Run back, and you're going to store a spark here. Screw attack down. It's very important that you screw attack down, and then jump up and use the shine spark up to break those blocks. And then shoot and jump extend to stay on this platform, because the item is right there. It's really important. Then as you're on your way out, you want to do some ladder climbing again, because it's faster. It's really important that you screw attack down, because if you don't, the guy that was right here, he will hit you and kill you. So on your way back, you want to run all the way back through this horn node room, get another shine spark, store it, turn around, shoot, and then use the spark to the right, hold right, open the door, and then store it again, jump up. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Of course. The one time that I need to do it, and he did... Alright. Try this again. Get a spark, jump up, shoot the door, and then press A to use it. Hold left, run along here, store it again, and then shine spark right up to get this E-tank. You can, of course, I'll go back and show it. You don't have to shine spark in midair like I did. So I'll start running from, like, here. So what you can do is get this shine spark, or not, because I'm a scrub. Get the shine spark up, use the shine spark along the ground, run along here, do it, jump, or you can fall down here and then use it, but you have to shine spark up, and then you grab the E-tank. So as you fall back down, go along this path, jump, charge a diffusion missile through this door, jump up, and fire at that point in the wall, lay a power bomb in here, and grab this missile. So I'll go through that again a little bit slower. You charge a diffusion missile, jump up here, and then fire it at this wall. It doesn't matter where, because there are 2 blocks. This block and this block are both missile blocks, and then this block is just destructible. So you can just roll through, and on your way out, you want to jump, grab that, come through this way, stabilize room, nothing interesting here. Ankle up, shoot the gate as soon as you can. Now this one you want to jump up and go to the save room, because there's a block over here. Shoot the block out, and as you come out of the tunnel, press up to unmorph, and then jump at the same time. Now it's way faster to come to this room and get this way than coming earlier, because you can see in the tutorial, like, there's the thing where you, like, wall jump off this, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then get it. But, like, with space jump, you could just go just straight up and grab it. It's so much quicker. Now, I'm going to show you 2016 strats, and then I'm going to show you, like, 2016 strats are, like, Jagger strats and, like, the cool swag strats, which are really hard to pull off. So it's gonna take some doing and, like, some practice. They require a lot of space boosting. So I'll show the 2016 strat off first, and then I'll show the normal way to do it. So you want to run through here, get a shine spark. Normally you would store it, shoot this door, and then space boost through here. Normally, if you were good, you would have grabbed the missile tank. See, what you need to do is you need to grab this missile tank with the 2016 strat, and then as you grab it, be going up so you can continue the space boost. If not, you're going to hit the ground. I'm going to show you the alternate way to do that room, which is the much, much safer way to do it. Get a shine spark, where you store a spark through here, shoot the door, and then just shine spark to the left. This will be perfect height, so that way you can grab the missile, and then as you bonk, hold A to do a jump up out of it. Grab this missile, and then fall, and then morph and go right to this fake wall, and grab this missile here. So there's a couple different ways you can do it, but that's the most consistent way and safe way to do it. And there's the 2016 strat, which is space boosting, which looks cool and is faster. Over here, you run to the right. Don't speed boost or anything like that. Jump up, screw attack blocks, and then there's the power bomb up here. So I'll go through that again. This is also the point too where you would go to Sector 2 if you need to. So I'll show you if you didn't grab the missile in Sector 2 on the left. This is the time, and you'd come through and then come through and get this missile that was sitting here, and then go back and continue on. So let's just go through this again real quick. So come to the right of the main room, go up this way, up in here. There's this empty room, and there's the blocks. I'll lay a power bomb to show you. It's these 3 blocks here. Well, laying a power bomb really didn't do anything from the bottom, but you can see there's that 3-wide screw attack block formation. Grab that, and then we're just going to leave. You can do some space jumps here, run to the left, and the fake wall is over here. So right here you can grab. Morph in. These are screw attack blocks. Break those and keep going. Sector 1, as you can see, fully cleaned up. Sector 3 now is a little bit more interesting. I've actually already messed up. So what you want to do is through here, after you break these blocks here, so you come through, break, and then you keep running. Because you want to speed boost to activate, so you can go through these screw attack blocks with a speed booster and do a space boost through it, it's pretty free. It's 5 blocks wide. There's very little room for error, and you just screw attack through because all of these are screw attack blocks. These are also 5 wide, I believe. And then after you screw attack across, or space boost across, then you come down, screw attack down, hold a charge beam, and if the side hopper is there, you do that. The fast way, screw attack through here, lay a power bomb, shoot, screw attack that block, and then come back up to get this power bomb. Like this. Alternatively, what you can do is this. I'll go back and show it. That was not that clean of a break, but it's also pretty tough to get that because it's 4 blocks wide. You come through here. Don't do that, because that's... What am I doing? Alright. So you start running, and through this door again, you store the spark, and you just shine spark to the left. You can lay the power bomb in midair, you shoot down, and then you screw attack that block to get through, and then come back up and grab this. The shine spark to the left is way more consistent, but space boosting is faster. Then you come through here, shoot that shutter, and you want to fall, as you fall through, you want to lay a power bomb. Lay a bomb up there, and then you can actually do a bomb jump up while the power bomb is going off. So since you can't grab ledges as power bombs go off, we jump up, we lay a power bomb, and then we jump up again. And this is the only other time, other than in Sector 2, where we did a bomb jump, where bomb jumping is used, where a mid-air bomb jump is used. So it's pretty free, I say as I miss it, after getting it twice in a row. There you go. So jump, and then press, and like as you settle back down, it's the second hop, as you can see. So I'll jump up, bounce, and then on the second hop, I'll like the second time my Samus touches the ground is when I'll hop again, and it's pretty consistent. Now for this, I'll show you the fast way to do this. So you want to come right, because there's a missile right here in the middle of this. Kill these guys. Screw attack these blocks over here. Now, there is a way you can do this room. If you hug this wall, you can run down, get a speed booster, destroy those blocks quickly, and then you have a few frames to... You can make it and then shine spark up, but it's really tight timing. Or you can just break the blocks and start running from this point where the jagged part is like sticking up the most and is pronounced. You can start running from there, shoot the door, store the spark, and then shine spark directly upwards. because there's also a second tank up here that you need. The way to get this one, screw attack up and destroy the blocks around the these blocks right here, because these are non-destructible. And then you got all this room up here to grab them, and then just jump back down. Now you want to jump up here as you start, grab this E-Tank. As this E-Tank is grabbed, you can jump out of it, unmorph, and morph back so you avoid bouncing, and to grab that missile. You want to shoot that shutter, and there's a couple ways to do this next part. Either spam, charge through it, and then try to open the door that way. Because what you want to do is you want to get a space boost through this next room. So what you could do here is you could do the hard way, like I'll try and attempt to show you, where you Shine Spark, and wow, I missed that completely. You wanna get to a point where you're doing it, and then you jump through here and space jump through that little block opening. Conversely, what you can do, a timing that I found, is some of the time where you can, as you come through the door, you can fire with a speed booster as you're speed boosting and shoot the door. So if you're going through the door and you charge a charge beam and let it go during the door transition, it'll open the door. However, I think if you take a few steps out, it won't. Yeah, so you can see, like, you have to let it go, like, during the door transition. Like, one more time, as, like, I let go during the door transition and it opens. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done correctly. You start running. Shoot a couple times. Let go. Wow, okay. That's weird. I'm a little surprised by that, TBH. You come down, you shoot the shutter. And then you space boost across here like this. Then you morph through here. Lay a bomb. And that space boost is going to take you some practicing. Like, you probably won't get it immediately. Space boosting is not an easy thing to do sometimes, because you're going really quickly and you have to, like, react almost immediately. But yeah, that's how you get across. And then on the way back, you just run through the lava. Which you could easily just run through the lava on the way. If you miss it, it's still just as fast if you don't get the space boost. Another thing you might want to do, what you could possibly do is this. Say you went into the left to grab that power bomb tank first, and then you go this way. So on your way out, it's a little bit slower to do it this way, but on your way out, you can come this way and not shut. You don't have to space boost across. You can store this spark, run along this wall, and then just Shine Spark directly up. However, if you do the way that I showed, you want to come up this way and then do ladder climbing out. Or space jumping. Screw attack to break those blocks, and then come back this way. Now this is going to be important. You want to break these blocks, store this Shine Spark, jump up, shoot the door, and Shine Spark across. And here's another thing that I talked about earlier. When you lay bombs and pick up items, the time goes off. You want to morph, roll through the door, lay a bomb, shoot, unmorph, and run to pick this item up. And the power bomb goes off as you're picking up the item, so you're not impeded as the thing goes off to destroy the blocks that you need to. So you don't have to. Usually, like what we used to do is you run, destroy these blocks, grab the item, and then run back to grab this, and then Shine Spark up to do this, and then just jump across. But laying the power bomb and just running forward at one point is good enough. And then after that, you're gonna come back down here and destroy these. I It's too far right. You're going to destroy these blocks. You can see when you pause the game, we're not done cleaning up Sector 3. That's because there's this one item right here. You're going to screw attack right here, and you think that, nothing. You shoot, and there's the power bomb tank right there, hidden above the door. And that's Sector 3. Sector 5, store the charge beam, shoot there, go straight up again, and your power bomb tank is right there. And then you can screw attack down to get out of there. Sector 5 is really easy. There's only like 4 items we gotta get. So we're gonna come back this way in the destroyed section. We're gonna go up. You can freeze these guys if you want. I don't. I tend to just come up and space jump up. You can shoot that door like that, and then run across, and then do the spark here, and then do this. Or you can do what I do, which is you get a shine. What do you call it? A speed boost. If I could, I will shine spark. I'll shoot the door, make sure it opens, and then space boost through. That was actually rather clean. If you don't do it as cleanly as that, you might lose some time because of having to jump. But if not, you can come up. As you jump up, you shoot the door open. You come over here, do this, and then just shine spark right across, back through. Because you'll break the blocks. You jump up. Because if you bonk and hold A, you'll get a jump right out of it. And you can just grab this, run across, grab that, and then kill that guy, and then be on your way. So for this next one, hold the charge beam, screw attack up into this corner, and shoot at the same time so you can grab the ledge and destroy the block. So you can grab the ledge. And just your screw attack destroys the bomb block. Then just run to the left. And the last item is right here in this room. Which most people would think is a really impossible missile to get, because if you lay a power bomb, there's only indicator is that there. If you stand right here, you can jump up into the box and grab the missile really quickly. And then it's on to Sector 6, the sector that will kill almost all of your runs. Alright, there's a lot of setups here. So I'm gonna go through all of them. You want to come in, break those blocks, lay a power bomb, stand in the doorway like this, charge the charge beam. As you step onto that black area where the power bomb blocks used to be, you fire the missile to open the door, and you can start space boosting through. I'll grab this item here. So 2, 3. You want to do 3 jumps, a small one, and then 2 big ones. Because if you try to run, and you want to do it like that, because if you try to run across this, these are all speed booster blocks. So, could be an issue. I'll go back to the really tough setup that I got first try. Well, not shockingly, I practiced it. I've practiced the hell out of this. Alright, so, you see this area right here, where I'm standing. This is where the power bomb blocks used to be. The way I set that up is I did this. When I destroyed everything, I stood in the doorway, I charged the charge beam, and as soon as I stepped on the black part, I shot the beam, and it's as soon as you hit that area, you're guaranteed to hit the door pretty much. So that way, if you don't want to hold B the entire time you're doing this, you can just space jump through. Alternatively, what you could do is this. You can run across, store the shine spark, and then shine spark left. You'll shine spark through the wall. You're gonna shine spark over the item, but that's okay because you can run along up here, get a shine spark, store it, drop down, and then use it. Well, not like that, but we'll try it again. Run along, store, and then just drop down and grab it. You'll have to be a little bit lower to grab it, but you get the idea. Try it again. One more time. Right there. That would definitely get it. There's bottom 2 blocks. Another thing you can do is if you miss it, you can fall down here. And as soon as like you get the Shine Spark, you run back to this area right here and Shine Spark right up and then grab it because it's right in that one. So there's a couple different setups to grab that one thing. Different like more consistent ways. And for this one, you run right, Shine Spark into that. As soon as you hit the ledge, jump. You want to do it 3 times. You want to jump 3 times because I'll show you what happens when you do 2. You barely make it, and 4 might be too much. So what it is one small one, and then another big one. So like 2 big ones, pretty much. Then on your way out, you can jump through those speed booster blocks and jump up and out. Next, we're gonna go down, and instead of going to the right where there's some items, we have to go back left towards the big shutter where the Metroids were. Screw attack down, so that way, like, if you hit that puffer, you're unaffected. This one is really important, and this trick is very, very important that you do this not wrong. Usually, what people will do to get this one is Shine Spark right up. You don't want to do that. You want to run in, and you want to do a speed booster, like, just get a speed boost, and jump through those blocks, or what you could do is this. Get a store the Shine Spark, hold diagonal left, and then jump up and destroy those blocks, and then jump up. Because if you jump up normally, you destroy the blocks that are up here. I'll show you. And they're only speed booster blocks. And if you do that, you're back in Sector 1 with no way back down, except to go all the way back around, which is no fun. But jumping through and then jumping up is the fastest way you could do this. Just do not Shine Spark directly up, or else your run will probably be over. Then run back this way. Store the spark through the door, and then use it immediately. That way you can get hit by that little bull a little bit out of the bonk animation and save a few frames. Now we're going to go right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to jump up through this, destroy those blocks, and lay a power bomb. The reason we're laying a power bomb there is because there's blocks that need to be destroyed, and it's faster to lay it there and then run this way and shoot that and grab this item and then run back than it is to wait for it there. This item. The intentional way is for you to wait for the ouches to, get on top of those crumble blocks and freeze them and then roll across. But that's really, really slow. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 1-frame trick. Wow, are you kidding me? Cool, I got a first try, which I never get. It's a 1-frame trick where, are you fucking serious? You have 1 frame to do a crumble jump, where you jump off a crumble block. You can also unmorph if you want to be holding right and you want to like press A. You can also unmorph to jump off the blocks as well to grab the ledge, but it's still like you could still miss it like this. What am I doing? So you want to go through. And it's really hard to get a clean crumble jump sometimes because it's 1 out of 60 frames. More often than not, though, you'll probably fail it for like a minute and then just get it on the way back first try. Like, you'll get that and then you'll just like nail the crumble jump going to the left for whatever reason. So yeah, this is definitely a trick that you need to practice. Not really a whole lot to practice, though, because it's all about timing. And, like, you could just fall into this, like, where, like, you just don't grab the ledge or jump off of them. And then just come back and... it doesn't matter on the way back. You can fall down. It's faster to grab that and then roll through, though. This next room, though... Oh, boy. No, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, cool. I was about to say, like, that was not what I expected. Alright, so... We got a shine speed booster going to the left last time. Now we're going to get one going to the right. I'm I'll show you the swag way to do it, which is run this way, hold a charge beam, and then space boost through those through that area while holding the beam, and then use R to shoot the beam as you go through it to open the door, and then space boost all the way across to get this item that's all the way over here, because you need to do speed booster blocks. The way to set up this room is you put one bomb there in the middle, one bomb on the right, on the left, in the middle, and in the middle, and it'll extend these platforms so you can run across and do that. And then on the way back out, it's the same thing, where you can speed boost, or you can do this. Run this way. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. I was holding down, but she just didn't store it. Ow. Good jerk. And then Shine Spark through here. Get this. And then set up these. I just missed the second one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sure did. You'll get it, go, and then on the way out, you could do this. Just go, store, shoot, and then Shine Spark to the left. The space boost is really tight and tough timing, but it does allow you to not have to go all the way left, so that way you can come up here, because this is where the last item is. As soon as you enter this room, morph, lay a power bomb, and that is a fake one. So you want to go through and shoot that and roll through the block quickly. It's possible to make this cycle, actually. So if you lay the power bomb, you destroy this block, then you wait, grab this, and then you come back through, you could theoretically make that block before it spawns in. And then that's Sector 6 in a nutshell. That's all of Sector 6. It is the most technical and, like, speed trick heavy sector of the entire cleanup section, and it's brutal. After that, just go as if you're actually leaving Sector 6 like normal. Instead, screw attack down here. And we're going to go see Sector 4 again. What you'll do, grab this ledge, unmorph, fire 2 missiles over here, and then screw attack and just fall down. And goodbye Sector 4. On to Sector 2, the last sector of cleanup. Now, those are screw attack blocks, screw attack through those. You're going to come up to where this room is for the blue doors. Screw attack up, and then there's a wall over here. It's it's equal to where the door is, like where the bottom of the door is where the platform for this is. Come through, and this room is actually going to be rather interesting. I'll lay some power bombs in first to show you, like, the entire layout of this room. This is Crumble City, Crumble Block City. This is just, like, tight space jumping room. It's tight space jumping the room. If you fall through, you do have some leeway to get through these again. So it's not terrible, but I mean, it's really like just practicing space jumping the room. You want to do small space jumps all the way across. Stay close to the ceiling. Try not to touch the floor, because if you touch the floor, it's really tough to, like, recover, because at that point you're already, like, you're falling through crumble blocks. But you can recover a little bit, and then you want to go around like that, come down, and then grab this, and then you can just fall down and go back. But yeah, that's Crumble Block City. It is a massive pain in the ass. Charge the beam through the door, like I didn't do, because I'm awesome, so you can kill those guys. Then what you want to do is, after this, go to the right, morph as you land, go through this door and lay a power bomb, because you want to screw attack up and grab through here, so that way you can go through this area. Grab this. That's slowing down. and then leave. Now, you want to go... This guy will be a jerk, because for whatever reason, I'll show it here. This guy is a jerk and a half, because for whatever reason, he just ignores physics, and, like, he just goes through the wall. But yeah, if you can kill him quickly, and then roll this way, jump up to kill that key hunter up there, and destroy the block up there. As you land, lay a power bomb. So that way, when you pick up the item, the power bomb goes off. It destroys this block here, and it also kills the Deskiga down here. So one more time, come into the room, jump, kill that guy, destroy that block, lay a power bomb, get that, and then it goes off as you grab the item. You come down, kills the Deskiga, and you want to shoot these guys. Shoot that door, morph, lay a power bomb, so that way you can destroy that block, and it goes off to kill both that key hunter and the block. So you can go into this room. This room is... this is interesting. I'm being hosted by Pokemon Speedruns TV. Thanks, buddy. This room is really, really interesting. So, you see there's these rippers. I'll lay a power bomb to show you. Those are all blocks, crumble blocks. So what you can do is this. If you can either freeze these guys, and like do that like that, or there's an easier way to do it without freezing them, believe it or not. So when you come into the room, you can jump, do small jump, do a tap on the A button for the crumble blocks, and then a long press. Ah, come on. Damn, things messed me up. I'll show it again. So you want to do this, you want to come, and what are you doing? When I come in, jump. What is going on right now? I'm like, yeah, I'm messing this up. Anyway, it's a tap and then a long jump, like that. So you want to... I can show it again, and you could get hit by the rippers and it might mess you up, but you jump, small tap, long jump. So I'll do it one more time. So it's this, tap, and then you can do that twice. So tap, long tap, and then just jump through. It's going to take some time to practice that to get that, like, perfect, but it's really worth it. It's actually really quick. Then you want to come down here, space jump across, grab this missile tank, and then you're going to want to space, just do a quick jump down here, and space jump up to destroy this block, and grab this missile. We're almost done. We just have 3 items left to grab. So you want to jump back up, come back up this way, and we're back in the big blue room. So remember that power bomb that you laid earlier? It's to set up this, because there are 2 power bomb blocks there. You jump down, you shoot down to destroy those blocks and fall through. So we can go back to Zazabi's room. So you want to come up here and space jump all the way to the right. And there's a little ledge here with some blocks you can destroy. And we're in the tutorial, the main menu room. There's that block there. You shoot those out so we know where to shine spark later. Run right. Now you can either do it like this, where you can stand on the ledge and do that, or you can do this, where you shoot cancel in midair and do it. I prefer to do it in midair because it's a lot... I don't know, a little bit faster. You want to do 2 jumps, hold left, and you can either pause buffer or do this. Oh, I messed up. So that's a 1-frame trick, where you press down on the crumble blocks to store the spark. You can either pause buffer it or do it unpause buffered like I did. It's really tight timing, and I don't know how I got it there. I just somehow have been getting it a lot recently. And if I didn't ledge grab there, I could have fallen down and used it and shine sparked right there, instead of having to go get the other ones. But because I lost it and grabbed that ledge, I had to run back to the right and then back left. So coming up, and then now that we've cleaned up Sector 2 completely. You can see we only have one item left to get, and that's on the main deck. So we're going to go back through the reactor room to get there. Come up back this way. All places that we've been before. Shoot across, shoot up to open the shutter. Lay a power bomb or bomb, whichever one gets there first. Doesn't matter. Bomb looks like it's faster. Jump up this way. And go through. Now we're in the reactor room. Now that it's like not covered in vines, we're going to go back up towards the way we came in this room the first time. Now what we're going to do is this. We're going to roll under and we're going to jump up. Go up this through this red door. And go left. On our way out, we're going to use speed booster, just jump up. Jump up, screw attack that to destroy it. It's the reason why we wait to get this one. And then as you roll through this tunnel, lay a power bomb so that way it goes off as you get this last tank. And then jump up out of the hole and you have 100%. I didn't mention earlier, but the way this game categorizes 100% is it only counts upgrades, expansion tanks, I mean. So then you come up here, go talk to Adam, and we'll begin the endgame sequence. At this point, there's really nothing else that's going to be different between any percent and this. The massive deviation from any percent and 100% is that 20-minute cleanup section that is really, really long and can lose you a lot of time. But when done correctly, it looks really cool. Like, really cool. But it takes a lot of practice to get it done right and to do it like really quickly. I definitely encourage, if you're doing this, to try out different things to see what works, become more comfortable with stuff before like trying the advanced stuff like space boosting and stuff like that. But if you can do it, man, great. Yeah, this should doing it, practicing it enough. And more will definitely, you'll be able to get your time down from like a 130 to like a 110 easily. And I'm learning now with my current splits that a 107 is actually pretty free with really good cleanup and good movement. And it's, of course, like the more you play the game, the better you're going to get at it. Like in general. So come up here. You can do one of two methods. You can do freeze it and do jump and shoot diagonally, or you can just do this. Either way, it's still fast. Now you want to shoot diagonal. Oh, I'm going to get hit here. Yeah, I got hit. Shoot out as he's going up to kill it. Because it does damage per frame, so it's following him as he's jumping up. So it's basically an insta-kill. That looked like a double, actually. That actually looked like a double as well. That was not a double. I got 2 doubles. That's not bad. These are really hard to get. There's really, like... JRP has a tutorial for double missiling. Ooh, that was... You're supposed to jump there, but I just didn't. I grabbed the ledge at the last moment. That sucked. So store the spark here, screw attack through, and try to go for low height. And then for added fun, come this way, go left, space jump. Ah, oh well. I was gonna try to pogo, but don't. Oh well, don't need to. Also, Omega Metroid does a lot of damage. Like 1,700 damage in one swipe. He's a little too overpowered. Here's your final check. 250.74. Is what you should have. You could get the quick kill if you're not bad like me. Conversely, you can also just like stand like right here and just spam up. But yeah, that is Metroid Fusion 100%. I hope this helps anybody who's looking to run the category or get into running Metroid Fusion 100%. It's definitely a really like fun category, and you get to do a lot of things that you never get to normally do, like space boosting throughout the game and stuff like that, and doing tricks that are like rarely ever used. It's a lot of fun, in my opinion. Are we going to see a Metroid Fusion 100% tournament race? Emoji. Dude, Shin, thank you for watching the tutorial, my man. I hope it helps. If you ever want to get into running this category. Alright, so yeah, that's it. I mean, we can watch the horrible, horrible cutscene time. I'm pretty sure when I highlight this, I'll just cut out the credits because there's no need for them. But and there's really nothing more that I have to say about the tutorial, other than I hope that this gets more people running the category, because there's a lack of people that are willing to run the category, and I have a feeling that it was because there was a lack of a tutorial to, one, show them the route, and two, like show them where all the items is, and a good effective way to get all in one go. Hopefully this, like, I guess revitalizes the category a little bit and brings in a whole bunch of new runners. But yeah, this was a lot of fun doing, actually. I've been meaning to do a tutorial for years now, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Now, let me see what's going on right now. See what I'm gonna do. Let's see. It looks like everyone's around too. Oh baby, could we see some fug? Is Key streaming? He sure is.